Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon, sir.
Let us start.
Sir.
Okay, let us start. So today we shall learn the remaining agricultural systems in the world. So we shall start with a discussion on Mediterranean agriculture. Now I shall share my screen. So this is another agricultural system in the world, and it is also coming under the commercial type of agriculture. That is mainly for commercial purposes, mainly for selling. So let us read. Mediterranean agriculture is highly specialized commercial agriculture. So this is a type of commercial agriculture, and it is highly specialized. Okay, this is one of the features of this type of agriculture, and it is practiced in the countries on either side of the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, on either side of the Mediterranean Sea, in Europe and in North Africa, from Tunisia to Atlantic. Then Southern California. Another region is Central Chile and southwestern part of South Africa and south and the southwestern part of Australia. So these are the regions where Mediterranean agriculture is practiced. Actually, see, in these areas, say for example, the Southern California, Central Chile, then southwestern part of South Africa, then south and the southwestern part of Australia. So in this type, in these regions of the world also, we find this Mediterranean type of climate, and that is why. So in these regions, okay, the type of agriculture practice is also known as Mediterranean agriculture. Can you tell me one of the most important features of Mediterranean climate? Any idea? Okay, in the meanwhile, let me show you. Okay, see, this map shows areas of Mediterranean agriculture, and so this is the Mediterranean Sea, and so Mediterranean agriculture is practiced, okay, uh, on the lands surrounding the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, see, northern part of Africa and southern part of the European continent. So this is a major reason. Another reason is here, okay, Central Chile. So in this region also we find Mediterranean type of climate. Okay, and another reason in North America is California and northern uh, California. Okay, just let us say California. Okay, then here this Western Cape, South Africa. So in the book, so what is the reason given here? The southwestern part of South Africa. Southwestern part of South Africa. Okay, South Africa is here. Here, this region. Then southwest and South Australia is here. So this is the southwest part, and this is the southern part of Australia. So in these regions, we find Mediterranean type of climate, and hence the type of agriculture is also known as Mediterranean agriculture. Now, Coming to the question, okay, can you tell me what is the most important feature of Mediterranean type of climate? Let's see here. Here we have the Meten Sea. Okay, Meten Sea is here. So, what is the most important feature, okay, of this Meten region? Okay, let me tell you. Actually, so in this region, we find rainfall in the winter season. Okay, rainfall in the winter season, and in the summer it is dry, and that is why this is one of the most important advantages. Okay, enjoy it in this area. So what are the others? Let us learn later on. The region is an important supplier of citrus fruits. Okay, fruits, for example, orange, then lemons, okay, grapes. So these are some examples of these citrus fruits. Okay, the fruits containing citric acid. And see, other important features of this type of agriculture is that viticulture, okay, or grapes cultivation. Viticulture means grape cultivation is a specialty in Medan region. Okay, viticulture is a specialty in Medan region. Best quality wines in the world with distinctive flavors are produced from high quality grapes in various countries of this region. Okay, best quality wines in the world with distinctive flavors are produced from high quality grapes in various countries of this region. And the inferior grapes are dried into resins and currants. The best quality grapes are used for making manufacturing wines, and the inferior quality grapes are dried into resins. Resins, dried grape. Okay, dried grape. Have you tested? I think all of you might have tested the resins and currants. Currants, these are also small dried seedless resin. Okay, and sometimes it is also made from these blackberries. So I will show you some photographs here. So this is raisin. Okay, this is raisin. Here we call it a kismis. This is raisin, and this is these are currants. Okay, currants. And about the this grapes cultivation, I think you will find photographs in the book also. Here I will show you bigger one. So this is a photograph showing vineyards in a Borg in Switzerland. Okay, a vineyard in Switzerland. That photograph showing grapes cultivation. Then we have other photographs also here. So this is another photograph showing grapes cultivation. Okay, you will find in your textbook also, but that one is a smaller one. See here, figure number 5.15a shows a vineyard in Switzerland. 5.15b collection of grapes in a collective farm of Kazakhstan. Okay, so these are the photographs shown in your book. So let us continue. So in this region, uh, other fruits, okay, other fruits, see, like olives and figs are also produced. That means this Medan region is famous for cultivation of fruits. Okay, for famous in the cultivation of these or plantation of fruit trees. The advantage of Medan agriculture is that more valuable crops such as fruits and vegetables are grown in winters when there is great demand in European and North American markets. So one of the most important advantages of Mediterranean agriculture is that more valuable crops such as fruits and vegetables are grown in winters. As I told you earlier, okay, there is winter rainfall in this region when there is great demand in European and North American market. Actually, see in the other European countries, North American countries, in winter, okay, they cannot grow these vegetables and fruits because of the extreme weather condition. Okay, very cold, so covered with snow and hence not suitable for growing vegetables. But here the climate, the temperature is warmer, and that is why at the same time there is rainfall in the winter season. Okay, and hence this growing of crops such as fruits and vegetables are suitable. So this is the most important advantage of Mediterranean agriculture. Okay, so any question, boys and girls, regarding Mediterranean agriculture? Yes, any question?
No, sir.
Okay, then let us continue. Another agricultural system is market gardening and horticulture. Okay, market gardening and horticulture specialize in the cultivation of high value crops such as vegetables, fruits, and flowers. Actually, market gardening mainly uh, grows vegetables, okay, vegetables and fruits. Actually, horticulture is also, see, horticulture, actually here it includes growing of vegetables than flowers. Okay, almost the same. And coming under market gardening. And so these vegetable, fruits, and flowers, okay, are sold in the urban markets. And about the characteristics of this type of farming, farms are small. The size of the farm is small. Okay, and the farms are located where there are good transportation link with the urban centers. Actually, most of the farms are located nearby the urban centers, and there is a very good transportation link. So this is another important feature where high income groups of consumers is located. That means in the urban centers, high income group consumers are uh, inhabited. Okay, it is both labor and capital intensive. Another feature is that, okay, market gardening and horticulture is both labor intensive as well as capital intensive, and lays emphasis on the use of irrigation, high yielding variety seeds, fertilizers, insecticide, greenhouses, and artificial heating in the colder regions. So in the colder regions, they use greenhouses and artificial heating. At the same time, emphasis is also given on the use of irrigation, ISYV seeds, fertilizers, and insecticides. Okay, I think you may be knowing about greenhouses, glass house. Okay, glass house that is used to protect the vegetables from the cool air. I think you may be knowing the mechanism also. We have learned in class 11. Say for example, see, let us say this is the glass house. Okay, this is the glass house. The roof is also made of glass, and the walls are also made of glass, and sunlight will be allowed to pass through the glass, and it will strike on the surface, and the surface will absorb it. Okay, then again the heated surface will radiate back okay, the heat in the form of infrared, and this infrared radiation, also known as terrestrial radiation, cannot pass through the glass, and hence, okay, uh, the air inside the glass house is warmer. So in this way, when we grow crops here in the glass house, that is greenhouse, so these are protected from the uh, cool, okay, from the surroundings. So this is the mechanism of glass house, that is greenhouse, okay. And in this type of agriculture, okay, actually, this agriculture is well developed in densely populated industrial regions or industrial districts of Northwest Europe, then Northeastern United States of America, and Mediterranean region. So market gardening and horticulture is practiced in the Northwest Europe, actually highly industrialized region, then Northeastern United States of America and Mediterranean regions. Okay, just see, let us see a world map here. Here, this is the northeastern United States, highly industrialized area. And here, this is the northwestern Europe, okay, highly industrialized area. And another one is the Mediterranean region, just we have pointed out earlier. So in these three regions, we find market gardening and horticulture. The Netherlands specializes in growing flowers and horticultural crops, especially tulips, okay, which are flown to all the major cities of Europe. So the Netherlands, also known as Holland, specializes in growing flowers and horticultural crops, especially tulips. Netherlands, I think all of you may be knowing the location. Netherlands, okay. Actually, here Netherlands, actually, you will see here number one. Actually, this is a very small country. Okay, this I think you may be seeing or may not be seeing. Okay, let me zoom it. Here, this area, number one. Okay, number one. Just this number one indicates Netherlands. I think this area, this is number one. So this is Netherlands, and here this horticulture and market gardening is a practice, and especially tulips are grown. I think you are familiar with tulips. Here we have one photograph. See, these are tulips, beautiful flower. Okay, okay, let us continue. The reason why farmers specialize vegetables only, the farming is known as truck farming. What do you mean by truck farming? Truck farming is a type of farming in which only vegetables are grown. It's a type of farming why we specialize in growing vegetables. Okay, this is a type of farming which specializes in the cultivation of vegetables. That is truck farming. And the distance of truck farm from the market is governed by the distance that a truck can cover overnight. Hence, the name truck farming, okay, is given. So the distance between the farm, the truck farm, and the market, the urban center, is determined by the distance that the truck can cover overnight. Overnight means in a whole night. Hence, the name truck farming is given. Actually, see, vegetables are transported by trucks only, and the distance between the location of the truck farms are determined uh, by the distance that a truck can cover in one night, and hence the name truck farming is given. Okay, and another type of subtype, okay, of farming is here, known as factory farming. In addition to market gardening, a modern development in industrial regions of Western Europe and North America is factory farming. Okay, in addition to the market gardening, okay, a modern development in the industrial regions of Western Europe and North America is factory farming. That means factory farming is practiced in the regions of Western Europe and North America. So what do you mean by truck farming? Livestock, okay, particularly poultry and cattle, rearing is done in stalls and pens. Okay, cattle and poultry are reared in stalls and pens. That means in the shades, okay, in the shades, in the compartments, and fed on manufactured feedstuff, and carefully supervise against diseases. So these are the important characteristics of this type of farming. At the same time, it also tells the definition, the meaning of the this factory farming. Actually, factory farming is a type of livestock rearing, okay, in which the livestocks, mainly cattle and poultry, are fed on the manufactured feedstuff. Okay, the food for the animals are manufactured in the factory, and the animals are carefully supervised, okay, against the diseases. Scientific treatment is there, okay, and the cattle and other livestock, are also reared in stalls and the pens in the shades. Okay, so another feature is that this requires heavy capital investment in terms of building, then machinery for various operations, veterinary services, and heating and lighting. Okay, so heavy capital investment is required for construction of buildings, for purchase of machinery for various operations, then veterinary services, and for heating and lighting purposes. And one of the important features of poultry farming and cattle rearing is breed selection and scientific breeding. Okay, so another important feature of factory farming is the breed selection and the scientific breeding. So scientific breeding is also done, okay, to produce a new variety of these cattle and livestock. Okay, so these are about factory farming. Are you clear? Do you have questions regarding factory farming? Actually, here in the factory farming, okay, rearing of livestock, mainly poultry and cattle, are reared in stalls and pens and fed on manufactured feedstuff, carefully supervised against diseases. Okay, so that is what we call factory farming. And for the truck farming, actually it is related with the growing of vegetables. Okay, truck farming is related with the growing of vegetables. Okay, and the vegetables are transported using trucks, and hence the name is given. And for the factory farming, okay, here it mainly involves the rearing of livestock fed on the manufactured feedstuff. This is about the factory farming. Okay, so if you don't have questions, so let us continue. See, types of farming can also be categorized according to farming organization. Okay, types of farming can also be categorized according to farming organization. And so we have two important types of farming based on organization. Okay, those are cooperative farming and collective farming. Now let us find out the important features as well as the meaning. So in cooperative farming, a group of farmers form a cooperative society by pooling in their resources voluntarily for more efficient and profitable farming. So in case of cooperative farming, okay, the farmers form a cooperative society by pooling, means by helping each other, okay, by pooling, by combining their resources voluntarily. Resources means maybe machines, maybe other devices, tools and implements and other inputs, okay. All those inputs are pulling together, combined together, helping each other for more efficient and profitable farming. So in this case, individual farms remain intact. So each farmer has its own plot of land. Remember, each farmer has his or her own plot of land. And farming is a matter of cooperative initiative. Simply, they are cooperating each other. They are helping each other. Okay. And this has many advantages. The cooperative societies help farmers to procure all important inputs of farming, then sell the products in at the most favorable terms and help in processing of quality products at cheaper rates. So these are the advantages of cooperative farming, okay. So cooperative societies help the farmers to procure all important inputs of farming, chemical fertilizer, pesticide, then insecticide, then machine tools, okay, then sell the products at the most favorable terms, then help in processing quality products at cheaper rates. And about the history of development, cooperative movement originated over a century ago and has been successful in many Western European countries like Denmark, Netherlands, Belgium, Sweden, Italy. Okay, Italy. And in Denmark, the movement has been so successful that practically every member, okay, every farmer is a member of cooperative. In Denmark, cooperative movement is so successful, okay, has been so successful that practically every farmer is a member of cooperative society. Okay, so it is mainly practiced in the Western European countries like Denmark, Netherlands, Belgium, Sweden. So we may find the location also. Sweden is here. I think Sweden is here, is a big country. And Denmark, so this is a very small country here, Denmark. Okay, let me zoom in. Sweden is here, and Denmark is here, and the remaining countries are here in this area. Okay, in this area, very very small countries. One, two, three. All the countries are here, and Italy, actually, Italy is here. Okay, and another type of farming. Okay, based on organization, categorized based on organization is collective farming. So the basic principle behind this type of farming is based on the social ownership of means of production and the collective labor. Okay, so in this type of farming, there is social ownership of land and a social ownership of resources and a social means of production, and there is collective labor. Okay, and hence the name collective farming is given. And collective farming or the model of kolkhoz was introduced in the erstwhile Soviet Union, okay, to improve upon the inefficiency of the previous methods of agriculture and to boost agricultural production for self-sufficiency. Actually, it was started in the erstwhile Soviet Union. Okay, say before 1990, there was a country known as USSR, Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. So in that country, this system agriculture was practiced. And there in that country, two types of farming systems are there. One is the kolkhoz, another one is the sovkhoz. Okay, sovkhoz means state farming, and the kolkhoz means collective farming. And here in this type of farming, okay, collective farming, the farmer used to pool all their resources like land, livestock, and the labor. So in this type of farming, the farmers pull together, okay, pull in all their resources like land, then livestock and the labor also. They work together. Their animals are shared. Land is also owned. Okay, that means there is social ownership. However, the farmers are allowed to retain very small plots to grow crops in order to meet their daily requirements. However, the farmers are allowed to retain a very small plot of land to grow crops to meet their family requirements. That means there is social ownership land, whereas in case of cooperative farming, individual farms remain intact. Okay, so now can you tell me the important point of differences between cooperative farming and collective farming? Yes, boys and girls, can you tell me some 2 3 points regarding uh, points of difference between cooperative farming and collective farming? Okay, then it is already okay pointed here. Just see, let us read. So these are 5 points of difference between cooperative farming and collective farming. So let us read. In cooperative farming, the farmers pool their resources together voluntarily and practice farming. Whereas in collective farming, there is social ownership of production and collective labor. Just we have discussed right now. Okay. So another point of difference is that in case of cooperative farming, individual ownership of land is there. Okay, individual ownership remains intact. Individual ownership of land, okay, is there. But in collective farming, farmers pool, okay, all their resources, but they can keep a small portion of land to meet the family requirements. Remember, the main point of difference is that in case of cooperative farming, there is individual ownership of land, whereas in the case of collective farming, there is social ownership of land. This is the main difference. So third point, cooperative societies help farmers to procure, okay, to procure all inputs of farming, but in collective farming, the government procures the inputs for them. In case of cooperative societies, okay, cooperative farming, the societies help the farmers to buy all the inputs of farming, but in collective farming, this is done by the government. 4 point, cooperative societies sell their products at favorable terms, while collective farming, the product is sold at a fixed price by the state, means by the government. That means in collective farming, the price is fixed by the government, by the state. And for the cooperative societies, the products are sold at the favorable terms. Last point of difference is that, last but not the least, okay, European countries like Denmark, Netherlands, Belgium, Sweden, etc. follow cooperative system, but Russia follow collective farming till now. Okay, so these are the main points of differences between cooperative farming and collective farming. Yes, any question, boys and girls?
No, sir.
Okay, then for today, up to here. Thank you very much for joining my class.